Welcome to Dr. Jester Rants, and I'm gonna rant about this from PC Gamer. My lawyer has advised me not to comment much in regards to the writer or the author of the article, so I'm gonna keep my mouth out and fucking shut. Right. Epic Games is laying off more than 800 people. We've been spending way more money than we earn. This is what happens when you try to create an artificial environment by purchasing games, offering them for free, and expecting people to stay there. Besides the occasional free game that sometimes I get it, I never download it, I don't do anything, I just get it, and knowing very well, that time you get that free game, you're pretty much spending their own money. And they don't get anything back because I have never purchased a single thing from that store. I never will. Right, so Fortnite and Unreal Engine maker Epic Games has confirmed that it is laying off approximately 830 employees, representing roughly 16% of Epic's total workforce. And this is a store that has admitted multiple times that they are not profitable. They don't expect to be making profits up until 2024, 2025. And that was what? In 2021, they said that. It's concerning when a company of this size, who pretty much is the gold standard of engines, even though I'm already tired of Unreal Engine, because unless you actually go out of your way to make your game look good, you pretty much can identify a game by its look of how plastic and how bad the facial animation is for Epic Games, for an Epic Games engine, which is the Unreal Engine. For instance, very few games that I have seen lately that uses Unreal Engine has managed to make a good facial animation, and that is, well, Revenant from the Ashes. No, not Revenant. Remnant. There you go. My book's name. Remnant from the Ashes. The first one. I haven't played the second one. Vampire and Days Gone. Those are the only games that I have seen in which you see the facial animation. They move their face, their mouth, their eyes. It feels natural. It doesn't feel constrained. It doesn't feel artificial or plastic, or where they barely move the lips like you saw me. Like that. It's very few games, and the characters in it itself or the environment looks plastic or looks overexposed or has a weird white reflection on things, and it looks weird. It takes, or you see the game and it has a weird trailing effect that they leave behind. It's pretty telling when it's an Unreal Engine. Anyway, continuing, here is a quote from a memo sent by Epic CEO. For a while now, quote, for a while now, we've been spending way more money than we earn, investing in the next evolution of Epic and growing Fortnite as a metaverse-inspired ecosystem for creators, end quote. Fortnite has been a bane of existence for gaming and gamers everywhere because it's a shit game. I don't know how people can still like that. It was an interesting game when it was first released because it was designed as a survivor game. You fought zombies and you built stuff or fortifications, and every fortnight it would, a horde of zombies would come and try to destroy it, and you survive, then you collect items, and that was it. The main game took a while to finish because the developers who were responsible for the main game were refocused on doing the Fortnite, the Battle Royale game that you're all too familiar with. And the main game was left unfinished for really a long time, and I still think it isn't finished. I am quite happy that I never actually invested money into that thing. it was a massive waste of money that I would be regretting it today. So I'm kind of happy about that one. But talking about investment and good money, here is a word from my sponsor.
We are few. We are God's chosen knight. We are born of sin and crime. We are repentance personified. We are immortal. We are legend. We are God's wrath made manifest. And we know no fear.
I'm back, baby. Yeah. Okay. Right, so continuing. Here is one part. Then we had when the... And it's a lower margin business than we had when Fortnite Battle Royale took off and began funding our expansion, end quote. And continuing a bit further, and that doing them now and this will stabilize our finances. He concluded this in reference to the layoffs. So basically what you have here is Battle Royale funding, the goddamn fucking retarded Epic Games that we see today, which is a disaster. A company that ended up buying quite a few other games companies, which is also essentially owned partially by Tencent. I think it's 10% that they own or a bit more, which gives them a position, allegedly, in the board of directors, who then dictates how this company is being operated, allegedly. And it's not something that I kind of like. I know Tencent owns the other companies of some other good games, but at least they are not doing uncompetitive alternatives. Epic Games Store, for instance, made it everything more complicated for me to get games where it was new. Today, finally, they have a shopping cart. Initially, they didn't even have a goddamn fucking retarded regional pricing. And by the looks of it, it's still not that good either. But anyway, continuing. Bandcamp is going to Music Marketplace. This is one of the companies that Epic Games actually purchased. While most of the super awesome include its advertising company is going independent. Those spin-offs will reduce Epic employees count by another 255%. But since this was written by a guy, I am not quite sure what he means by 250. In this case, 250 on top of those 800, or of those 250 part of the 800 people being laid off. I'll leave it to the... I cannot say more. I'm gonna keep myself quiet. Alright. The layoffs also come one day after Epic announced an increase in price of V-Bucks, in-game currency used by Fortnite. The cost of V-Bucks, packs in Czech Republic, just Czech is good enough. Denmark, Eurozone countries, Hungary, Japan, Norway, Poland, Romania, Sweden, Turkey, and the United States will be going up on October 27th. But isn't Hungary, Poland, Romania part of the Eurozone? Yeah, okay. Alright, on October 27th, due to economic factors such as inflation and currency fluctuation, the cost of 1,000 V-Bucks, who the fuck buys that, will rise from $7.99 to $8.99, $1 of increase. Good lord. For instance, while the high-end 14,500 V-Bucks bundle will rise from $79.99 to $89.99. See, this problem would have been avoided if they didn't actually expand without thinking, without going apeshit, without actually going with exclusives. When we see an exclusive game on Epic Store, it has kind of become a bit of a meme. That a game that goes exclusive on Epic Game Store, there's a very high chance that the game is utter garbage, because they've released a lot of exclusives that were literal utter garbage. There were some exceptions, like Satisfactory, but I still haven't played that one and I still don't give a shit. But overall, most of them have been garbage or forgettable craps. And there have been many reasons, many memes in regards to this. For instance, here is one. Start. Is the game exclusive to an online store? Yes. Is it an EA game I really want? Yes. That was when EA used to be still locked to Origin or EA Play now. No. Is it a Blizz game? Yes. Battle.net. No. Not quite anymore. For instance, garbage game Overwatch 2 is available in all stores. No. Wait for Steam or GOG release. Now we go with the other one. Is the game exclusive to an online store? No. Is it on GOG? Yes. GOG. No. Steam. And then we have the separate one, which was quite literally part of Ubisoft now that they also began releasing games back on Steam, because apparently people were not purchasing them enough on Epic Games Store to warrant the exclusivity deal. Here is the other part. Got a game for free for some reason. Epic Games Store, Bethesda was up until a very initial point exclusive to Epic Games Store, or not Epic, Jesus Christ, sorry, my apologies, was exclusive to their own launcher, but then they gave up. I think it lasted for a month or so in 2019 or 2020. One of those times. There was also, I don't know, Twitch? No. I don't think this is an old meme, by the way. And then we have another old meme, Steam and Epic Games, and this meme is still valid to this very same day. Epic Games Store, a goddamn fucking store that only recently got a fucking shopping cart, something of an invention that has been available on the internet for decades. Yeah. It's amazing. But anyway, here is another news. Epic is losing hundreds of millions as its battle gain market share from Steam. Epic is set to lose at least 330 million in its battle to gain market share from Steam, mainly due to its offering exclusive games and free titles on its Epic Games Store. And has they achieved that? No, not quite. They still have a sizable chunk, mostly due to not even teenagers, kids playing Fortnite. And that's what they claim as monthly active users. And it's mostly somewhat around not even half of Steam, and mostly of people who don't pay anything and they just there to play Fortnite. It's just pathetic. Just pathetic what you have on Epic Games Store. And there were multiple reports released in which the exclusive games didn't quite make as much money as they wanted. But anyway, on that regard, I'm enjoying this, and we'll definitely enjoy the I Told You So once things get a bit worse. But on that regard, on that fucking hell, have a great fucking night. And remember, fuck you, YouTube.